behind of who you think you are, behind all thought of what you've been told, behind all thought is stories that are just going to keep playing out in the mind. If you don't intentionally disconnect, detach from thought, from mind, from the ego, all the same thing. Ego is a collection of stories that you've generated throughout your life. If you don't disconnect from them in every moment, then you're going to suffer for the rest of your life. Within those stories, within the ego, within the thoughts, that's the default mode that everyone will default back to. If it's not your intention, you get to choose. You get to choose in every moment. Are you going to listen to those thoughts? Or are you going to be empty? Are you going to remain empty of thought, of mind, of ego in every single moment? If you remain empty of thought, then there is no suffering. Doesn't matter what anybody's doing, doesn't matter how anybody reacts to you, as long as you're not causing harm in the world, then it doesn't matter what is happening. Doesn't matter about other people's reactions to you in every moment, because in every moment you are letting go of thought. You are letting go of those stories. Some of those stories that you've told yourself that aren't real, they're just thoughts that are appearing out of nowhere. Some of those stories have real weight. I don't know. Could be something that has happened in your childhood. Could be something that's happened with your partner. But still, these stories, they can only ever persist. They can only ever manifest in your life. They can only ever become reality in your life through the thoughts in your own head. Without the thoughts though, it doesn't exist. If you remain empty of thought, of mind, of ego, of the stories, it doesn't exist. It is not there. They're just stories, just regurgitated shit from the past. And some people are living 30, 40, 50 years in the past of things that have happened 30, 40 years ago. That's just regurgitated nonsense that is generated from thought. Thoughts are not tangible. Thoughts appear, so they're real that they appear, but there's no substance to them. There's no weight to thought. Thoughts just pass by. Every thought is like any other thought. Just because you've had a certain experience in life, that becomes a collection of words that becomes your thoughts. Somebody else has the same experience, they'll see it in totally a different way. They won't see what you see. That is all because of conditioning. That is all because of programming. That is all because of stories that are playing out in the mind, because of things that have happened in the past. None of that is real. The only way you get to find out that it's not real is by sitting in that silence, watching those thoughts appear, and watch how they'll be saying anything about anything. They come out of the blue. They just pop in, just like your heart beats and your lungs breathe. Your mind is supposed to think thoughts. Just that we've been programmed and conditioned to believe that those thoughts are who we are. That we're the body, we're the mind. The body and mind are subject to time. When time says your time is up on this planet, then that's it for your body and mind. They're subject to time. The only thing that is ever present is the awareness, is the witnesser, is the consciousness behind it. And everybody is that. If everybody dropped out of thought, everybody will realise that they're the witnesser. So when you come to realise that you're not the thoughts, you're not the body, you're not the mind, then you start to see that in other people. You start to see that consciousness in everybody. That's oneness. You don't see people as separate. You don't see people as individual humans, individual entities. Everybody's the same. We're all the witnesser, we're all the consciousness. We're all the awareness behind thought. The only thing that will separate everybody are the thoughts in people's heads. The only way that will divide is the ego. The only thing that sees negativity is the stories that play out in people's minds. Depression, anxiety, worry, fear. It's all just stories. None of it is real. If you drop out of thought, if you drop out of the mind, drop out of ego, drop out of all those stories, there is nothing there. There is no fear, there is no worry, there is no anxiety. That is all generated through thoughts. None of it exists without thought. Your suffering will end at the end of thought. Buddha said it. What did Jesus say? You have to die to your ego. What is ego? A collection of stories, a collection of thoughts. You've got to die to that. Seriously, surrender all thought. Never think another thought again. And watch how your suffering will end in the click of a finger. It's so easy, but so difficult because of conditioning and programming. So difficult for people to let go of their beliefs. It's so difficult for people to let go of judgment. It's so difficult for people to let go of that fear, that negativity. Because there's a comfort blanket in judging other people. There's a comfort blanket in being negative. There's a comfort blanket in the stories that you keep telling yourself. None of that is real. Your suffering will end at the end of those stories. I don't want to be around people anymore that are stuck in stories, that are stuck in shit about the past, that are stuck in worry, of fear, and of anxiety. And if you're one of the thousands of people watching this, then you're listening to this for a reason. This is your chance to awaken. This is your chance to realise that you're not that. You never have been that, you never can be that, and you never will be that. It's not about anybody else. It's not about anybody else's stories. It's about it's about you. And whether maybe it is your time to realise that you never have been that. Or it's not. Some people are not here to awaken, some people are not. Some people are here to be stuck in that cycle for the rest of their life until the day they die. That's okay. Everything's okay. If you let everything in, everything's okay. There is no worry. There is no fear. One, because you're not here. Doesn't matter what anybody else is doing. Doesn't matter how anybody else behaves. You don't go here. You don't go into thought, into mind, into ego. So your suffering ends there. But then the next step is to let it all in. Embrace everything. Embrace the fear. Embrace the worry. Embrace the anxiety. Embrace everything. People are just stuck in thought. You see it everywhere. That doesn't matter. You're not here for other people. You're here for I think it's the most important thing that any human can realise in this lifetime. Morning, guys. Morning, brother. Is to realise that they're not the thoughts. It's the most important thing. And you either do or you don't. You get a choice. Are you going to listen, or are you going to stop suffering? That is it. You can suffer and you can judge and you can be mean and you can be negative and you can bitch and you can be all that shit. Or you can stop it all. You could call it all fucking off and say, no, I refuse. And I choose to live from the heart and in peace. Hope everyone has a fantastic day. Namaste.